So, Silver Jewelry was released earlier today into RuneScape, and I wanted to do a video covering what they do exactly. They are lower tier jewelry, which means you only need a low crafting level to create them. To enchant them, you only need a reasonably low magic level as well. To create silver jewelry, you need to have a silver bar and one of the three gems, which are opal, jade, or topaz. You can find the crafting levels required to make the new rings, amulets, bracelets, and necklaces in the game on the crafting list, but the highest crafting level that you need to make the new items is only level 45 crafting for the new red topaz amulets, so they're really easy to make. With the addition of silver jewelry, there have been some minor changes to the normal magic book. To enchant the new opal jewelry, you have to use the level 1 enchant spell, which was previously used for sapphire jewelry. To enchant jade jewelry, you need to use the level 2 enchant spell, which was previously used for emerald jewelry, and the level 3 enchant spell for topaz jewelry, which was previously used for ruby jewelry. You only need level 7, 27, or 49 magic level to enchant opal, jade, or topaz jewelry. By the time I finished crafting all the new jewelry, I was told by the total guide price that I had 473k worth of jewelry. Not bad, right? But I wanted to see how much they were after they were all enchanted, and by the time I finished, I was being told that all the silver jewelry I had enchanted was worth 513k. The prices are screwed right now, as they always are when new items are released into the game, and so by the time I finished crafting, I had 142k, which isn't bad for about 10 minutes of work, in my opinion. So I'm going to cut into live commentary now just to explain what each item does, and then we're going to test some of them out. So the Ring of Pursuit is used for Hunter, and what it basically does, it gives a 25% chance to reveal the entire path of an animal being tracked. This effect can only be triggered on the first step of tracking an animal. I don't really do this part of Hunter, so I can't really explain that much, but let's move on. So the Expeditious Bracelet gives a chance of a Slayer task counting as 2 with no additional experience. So every single time you kill a monster on a Slayer task, it can count as 2, so maybe you get double the drop when you kill a monster whilst wearing this. But you don't get additional experience for this. Or I think what that does actually, so when you're doing Slayer and you're doing a task and you're trying to get down, so it gives you a certain amount of monsters, say like 149 vampires or whatever. If you wear this and you kill a monster, it can count as 2. So say you start at 149 vampires and you're wearing this, and the effect works. Instead of it going down to 148 left of vampires to kill, you have 147. So that's pretty good. The Dodgy Necklace gives a 25% chance to prevent a failed pickpocket when stunning or damaging you. So say that you're pickpocketing a guard and they turn around and they stun you to stop you from thieving from them. That's basically what that does. It stops that from happening. The Amulet of Bounty, in my opinion, is the best out of the opal jewelry. It gives a 25% chance of conserving some seeds when planting in the allotment patches. So say if you're planting a watermelon seed, instead of planting maybe 3 of the watermelon seeds, maybe you only plant 2. So that's pretty good. It's a useful item for farming. The Ring of Returning, we can grab this and you'll see where it goes. It brings me back to my respawn location, which is currently in Falador at the White Knight's Castle. I think the other respawn points are in Camelot and in Lumbridge. So I'm not sure how this will be useful, but I'm sure that someone will figure that out in time. The Flamtier Bracelet gives a, so when you're playing the Morton Temple and the Morton Temple minigame, which I haven't played before, apparently it makes it more effective when you're playing that. So I haven't really played that before, but you get 80 charges when playing that. So if you were playing that minigame, I know that a lot of Iron Man play that minigame as well, so maybe that would be good. Necklace of Passage, this is probably the most useful of the new Jade items that are brought out in this update. The Necklace of Passage gives you 3 places that you can teleport to. So the first one is the Wizard's Tower. I wonder where it teleports you at the Wizard's Tower. So it teleports you here. Now I'm not sure what use this will be. The only place that's useful here is down here where you're where you can mine rune essence. I'm not sure if that will increase the time of mining rune essence. However, there's more faster and more effective methods of getting rune essence nowadays anyway, so I'm not sure how useful that would be. Let's check out the other places. So the second place is the outpost, which teleports you out here. Where am I actually? I don't think I've been here before. I'm not sure what use this would be. Some hobgoblins there, but that's the. And then let's check out the third place that this goes, the Eagle's Eagery, which brings us really. So that teleports us to here. So this is the desert. You get that from a quest as well, I believe. There's some clay here. Maybe this could be a useful method for collecting clay. Very interesting. But probably the most important item on Jade, other than the Necklace of Passage, which could prove useful, I'm sure someone will figure that out, is the Amulet of Chemistry. It gives a 25% chance of conserving. It gives a 5% chance of a full dose being created when creating a potion. So when you normally create a potion, you normally get a free dose, but wearing this you might create a full dose potion, so that's useful for Herblore. But I think the Topaz ones are going to be the most useful, and this is the highest tier of the silver jewelry. This is pretty high up, so you can probably check this out yourself, but you know, the highest tier that you need to do is the level 45, and in my opinion the one I'm most useful looking forward to using, which is the Burning Amulet, but we'll get to that in a second. So the ring, the aid ring, gives you any attack that you deal on vampires works. One charge is depleted per attack. I think you need a silver weapon or something to kill a vampire, but wearing this you can use anything on a vampire and it will work. The Bracelet of Slaughter, chance of a kill on Slayer task, not counting towards your task but still providing Slayer experience. So if you want your task to last a bit longer than normal, then wear this. And so as I was saying earlier, if you get a task of 149 something and you're wearing this, instead of you killing 149, you'll maybe kill 153, 160 of those monsters before that task will be completed. So that's pretty good. This one could prove useful as a Necklace of Faith. Every time you wear this and if your hit points fall below 20%, wearing this will restore 10% of your total prayer points. I'm sure this will be used for training, maybe in Nightmare Zone or something like that. So I'm looking forward to seeing how this does. But the most important item, and the one that I think everyone will be using a lot, is the Burning Amulet, which teleports us around the game. The first one is the Chaos Temple. Sorry, stuttering. And it teleports us here, which brings us to fight these guys, which obviously drop those. Oops, being fucking killed. These drop the new Chaos robes, which people have been camping this spot to get. So that's pretty nice. Let's check out the other teleport locations. The Bandit Camp, level 17 Wilderness. So this was a popular place to train back in the day. People would leave their accounts to AFK here. I'm not sure what's in the Bandit Camp nowadays. Let's have a look around, see what you can use. As you can see, they will pile on you. I remember back in the day, a lot of people used to just leave their accounts to train here because it was really AFK and they would always attack you. There's not much around here to use, however. This fat Tony he's got pizza bases, so this could be a useful way of farming pizza bases. But the one that I'm looking forward to using the most is south of the Lava Maze, which teleports you to level 41 Wilderness. Obviously I'm in higher level Wilderness, so I have to move that down to 20. I wonder where this will teleport us in the lava maze. So south of the lava maze, which is where the lava dragons are, it teleports you really near to King Black Dragon, which is nice. It teleports you also to near here, where you can get your steel plate bodies, and there's some black dragons up there as well. And it also teleports you really close to the shortcut, which is down here into the lava isle, where the lava dragons are, which is a useful place to use the shortcut to get into the lava isle to and then kill lava dragons. It also teleports you really close to green dragons. So this with the wilderness hard diaries done, I think it's the hard diary, it might be the elite diary, where you can get noted I think it's noted green dragon hide or noted green dragon bones. This could be a really useful method to kill the green dragons. So I think this concludes the video. Thank you for listening. I rambled on a bit there at the end, but I'm just trying to explain everything that happens. And if you like this video, then please leave a like and subscribe to the channel. The Burning Amulet is probably one that I would like to test out. As you can see, it teleports you really close to green dragons, as I just said, and I would like to see test the new method of getting green dragons. It might be a really new way of making money, because obviously the closest way to get to the green dragons nowadays is the games necklace, which teleports you to Corporal Beast, and you can run up to there. But obviously outside the Corporal Beast layer, it's multi-combat, and there's teams that stay there to camp you in the multi-combat zones with dart bows and whatever. However, being this high up in the wilderness, you obviously can't teleport until level 30 if you have a glory amulet, and level 20 if you just have normal teleports. But I've rambled on enough. I'm going to make my way back down to Edgewall, and thank you for watching again, and I will catch you in the next video.